Welcome back, guys, to season number 3 of our Blackburn Rovers 10-year rebuild of trying to restore the other great Lancashire club, to see if we can get them back to the heights of 1995 when Dalglish won the Premier League with Blackburn. Can't be done. These first 2 seasons have been tough, and it's not getting any easier. Financially wise, still got a little bit in the budget, and overall balance is looking pretty good, but we still have debts. We still have debts, and we still have a lot of debts. But transfers wise, we've done a fair bit of business, actually, to say the least. So, as I mentioned in the previous video, I did bring in Frank Onyeka in the January window, and I did bring in one player just before the tick over, and that was a young striker from West Ham, Callum Marshall, who I think actually is very, very well suited to Championship life, and I'm kind of hopeful that he'll do alright for us. Yes, he's only on loan, but he'll be a development loan and he will get his game time. But we did have a few more sales, as you can see from the transfers out. And yes, Castiles is gone. Unfortunately, Forest being in the Premier League and us not getting promotion, Castiles wanted to leave as soon as they bid, so I tried to get as much money out of Forest as I possibly could, which I did, almost 20 million for a 33-year-old keeper. I think that's a pretty decent deal, to say the least. So yeah, that was a little bit annoying. Callum Britton, didn't really play him, to be fair, so Coventry came in, got a decent amount of money for him. But again, the downside to this is, let's see if I can finances, that was it. I'm still only getting 10%, and I've asked the board to increase that a little bit, but they won't do it because they're just funneling all the transfer money into the debts. Highly, highly frustrating, and it really, really hamstrings like sort of what I can do. That being said, we did bring in a few other players, and yes, I have been very frugal in the free transfer market again. So going from the top, new centre back, and me personally, I think this is going to be the centre back partnership with Scott Wharton at the back now. Sepp van den Berg, 23 years old, contract ran out at Liverpool. I brought him in. I think he's going to be very good for the Championship. Defensive midfielder in Adrian Beck, 28 years old, very good all round. I think he'll do a job for us quite easily, although annoyingly he comes in and then he gets injured, out for a month. Brilliant. Lee Hyun-ju, brought in as an attacking midfield option, creative, good agility, good passing. I think a good squad player to fill that attacking midfield slot. Luka Topolovic, again, another attacking midfielder. I went a little bit crazy with the attacking midfielders, but I wanted a little bit more creativity to provide more assists for more goals. Again, it's going to be between those two to battle it out. And then obviously I had to bring in another goalkeeper. Could I find a decent one to buy in or get in on a free transfer? No. So I had to go into the loan market, and I bought in Bart Verbruggen from Brighton, who I think is actually better than Castiles. So I'm very, very happy with this one, to be fair. Perfectionist personality, potential ability, all the way up to 5-star. So anybody who's been playing the game for a while knows that Verbruggen can be a very, very good goalkeeper on this game. Scheduling wise, I'm actually simulating the season from the start of the season, so you're not going to see any games, but friendlies, it's not gone that well. Tactically wise, I'm still the same, but I've just put in Marshall and Verbruggen. God, I really hope that we can get the playoff spots again, if not the automatic spots. I'm really, really keeping my fingers crossed for that. Can we do it? Let's go and find out. Come on! That's what I like. Oh, happy days. Third time of asking. Playoff winners. And you know what's even... I've just noticed something there. We were top of... Oh my god, we actually threw it away. We were top of the table, or there or thereabouts, for a long time, and That's just the nature of the Championship. You look at it from Southampton upwards. It could have been anybody's, really. There's only 11 points between the top 7. Only 6 points between the top... Well, sorry, 7 points between the top 6. Just goes to show how difficult this league is to get out of. Wow. But we beat Luton in the playoff final. Well happy with that. And again, last couple of games of the season, we almost chucked it away. A loss and a draw there meant we dropped another 4 points, which meant we would have comfortably finished in 3rd. But even still, that's tight. Now, let's have a look at the squad and then we'll have a look at the finances to see how it's changed. I really hope it has changed. Okay, so Ukaban again. 18 goals. Smodic, that's a lot better. 18 goals, 7 assists. 13 from Harry Leonard again. Callum Marshall, not a bad season. 12 goals. 12 assists from Costello. So all in all, not too bad. Ukaban's unhappy. He wants a new deal, but he's 32. And he's starting to drop off. With 1 year left. Got some things to think about with him. Because he is getting me the goals, but I need a younger striker, really. For Bruggen, really good season. Clean sheets wise, 16 clean sheets, good average rating overall. Progressed a little bit, very happy with that. Other competitions though, let's have a quick look, see how we got on. Knocked out by Leicester, knocked out by Swansea in both cups. Doesn't matter, we're in the Premier League, that is all that matters. Yes! Thank you so much. That is brilliant. Brilliant work. But financially wise, okay. Oh. Nearly 40 million. Let's have a look at the debts and loans. You see, this is why you should stick around. There are always little snippets in here. We had a takeover. We had a takeover this season. I can't remember exactly when it was. I don't know where I can find. There we go. So this was back just as the season finished. So there we go. A chap called Eben Smith, whoever that is, has taken over from the Venkies, and there are no plans to provide the club with any investment at this stage. Fantastic. But what he did do was cleared off that whopping great big debt. So now all we've got is about 14 and a bit million to pay off, which stands us in brilliant financial terms for the Premier League, and one of the reasons why we got 40 million in the transfer market. I'll probably make a little bit more money selling a couple of players, so it's going to be a big first season in the Premier League. And I'm presuming, obviously, the target is going to be just to survive. So, this is where you guys have to come back and come and have a look at episode 4 to see how we get on. Thank you very much for watching. Do leave a like on the video and subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Ta-ra.